I lived in Phoenix, Arizona for about 5 years. I worked at an awesome bar called Dos Gringos. I had an amazing boss named G. G forced me to leave the job. He made me move to LA. He said, if it doesn't work out, come back. I'll give you another job. While I was gone, G started an empire. It's O.H.S.O Brewery. G, what's up, baby?
What's up, princess?
Always talking shit, biggest heart in the game, and now he runs an empire. That's how you know my man is the same he's always gonna be. He ain't never gonna change, no matter how many restaurants he owns, how many beers he sells. G, I'm coming in here.
He's still an ugly little princess to me.
Yes,
so
sir. My eye's still lazy. I'm gonna head in here. We're gonna work with G's head chef, Tony. Let's go see what's going on in this place and see why it's exploding the way it is in Arizona, in Phoenix. We're back where the magic happens. We're in the kitchen, a clean ass open air kitchen, one of my favorite. Chef Tony, what's going on?
What's up, brother? How you doing?
Chef Tony, you're the man, but you know I'm not gonna come to a brewery and not be drinking beers. You're Mexican, I'm Mexican, and so is this Mexican chocolate stout I'm sipping on. What are you gonna teach me, Chef Tony?
I'm gonna teach you how to make this Chile Relleno, man, so I'm gonna put you to work a little bit. So we're gonna do some ground beef, some Mexican chorizo. We got some roasted poblanos.
What's the first
So
move?
first thing you wanna do is get these roasted off so we can throw these on the grill real quick. We'll just kind of rotate it through. It'll start to blister up a little bit. And then we'll steam it for a sec and peel the skin off.
I want a kitchen like this in my house.
You need to get somebody to clean it afterwards.
Yeah, that's what Booze does. All right, now, what do we got here? What did you make?
So that's some egg whites that I separated from the yolk.
So you just separate the egg whites and you put these in the mixer?
I did them by hand.
You just
No, I
whisk with
did
this?
them by hand, old school. Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Chef Tony's in the kitchen, wrist whipping like a stir fry.
You want to fold those in there?
Yep. All right, eggs into the egg
Eggs in.
whites. Can't be wasting shit.
That's right.
Restaurants don't make money on waste.
It's all about food costs.
All right, let's get in there. Let's whisk. This is whiskey business. All whisked out, nowhere to whisk.
So you see it change color a little bit, and that's that perfect consistency.
Yeah.
This way you can actually batter it.
Most important thing, obviously, Chef Tony, doesn't matter what he does as long as he has his towel. You know,
That's
towel
right.
game's strong.
Towels are sacred in the kitchen. If you
Yeah, they
spill
are.
somebody's towels, you might as well get shanked.
Okay, so we got a good whisk going here. What's our
Good.
move now?
So right here we got a little bit of ground beef and chorizo. Now you can do, if you're healthy, you can do it with turkey, you can do it with chicken.
Okay.
But I'm old school, so I did some ground beef and some chorizo.
Obviously, that's my style.
Exactly. So
I wish chubby dudes had that Care Bear shit we could do. But instead of like a Care Bear stare at the end, it'd be like some weed or Care Bear stare off some beers, you know? All right, so we're gonna cook this up.
Cook this up.
Get our ingredients rocking and rolling. I love this combo so much. How many years you been cooking, Chef Tony?
24 years, man.
24 years in the game. You don't even look like you're old enough to be cooking for 24 years.
Started when I was 14.
They had you working labor camps, huh?
That's right. You grow up poor, you got to work, man.
Yes, sir. I used to help my mom deliver phone books and shit when I was 10.
What's a phone book?
Yeah, they don't know no more.
Nobody makes
showing
them
my
anymore.
age.
So right now that's kind of rendering off a little bit. I'm gonna hit it with some garlic,
Okay.
some onions, and some potatoes.
That's solid technique.
That's right. It's all on the wrist. Let that cook for a minute.
Now, when you're a chef at a brewery, how hard is it not to be sampling all the new brews and all that? I mean,
Well, that's what you call it. You call it sampling.
yeah, you call it sampling.
It's
you're
sampling.
not drinking, you're sampling.
Yeah, we have to taste. If I have to make a recommendation, I have to know what the flavor profile is, right?
Yeah, if you don't know the flavor profile, then you can't tell people what they should be mixing it up with
Exactly.
and matching up with dinners. All right, I'll check the pepper. Give her a flip.
Yeah, just rotate it.
Boom. Getting those nice roasted skins.
So I'm just gonna finish off with a little bit of corn in there.
I like hanging out with real chefs, you know?
Yeah, we know how to party, that's why.
Yeah, you get the party. I'm funnier than you guys, but just here chilling with real chefs, doing real chef stuff. Look at how quick this was. This was banging quick right here. You can make these at the house, no problem.
So what I always tell everybody is you have to try your product.
Yes.
It needs more salt, needs more pepper, needs more garlic.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. So I'll let that chill for a little bit.
Okay.
So let's take a look at our pepper. Yeah, when you see them like that, they're pretty much ready.
Okay.
You just want it evenly like that on all sides. So the next step, I like to just put them, you can put them in a grocery bag, just let them sit for a couple minutes. What that does is it kind of steams for a minute in this bag, and then the skins will just peel right off. You can just kind of scrape them off. You can get them like this already cleaned up and ready to go. Saves you a step. So what I like to do is put a small incision inside these things.
Just the top half,
Just the
not
top
the whole
half.
thing.
Just gonna fall apart on you if you open it all
Yeah.
the way. So inside, you have seeds. They're usually at the base. So you just want to clean them out a little bit. I mean, you're not gonna get them all out,
This is a good
but
majority.
you want to get most of them now.
I like a good system flushing. Because now we got cell phones. I'll sit in the toilet for a good 6 to 12 hours and just look at memes and shit.
That's where you do the best work right there.
Yeah.
Now this one's cleaned out. I don't know if you want to do one.
Yeah, let me try one of these guys.
See your skills. There you go.
Sir. All right, let me clean these membranes out. We know we got a lot of soft people that come to the restaurant. They can't handle all this. So we gotta help them help themselves.
You just gotta remember to wash your hands before you use the restroom.
Oh yeah. One time I cut a jalapeno and then I touched my eye and it went lazy the next day.
So the next step is to fill them up. So what I usually do, put a little bit of cheese in here.
Nice little cheddar and mozzarella mix.
Yeah,
Cheddar.
gets it nice and gooey. And then I just take a little bit. You don't want to overfill these because they will tear. And that's about all you want to put in there.
Okay.
You try that one.
I think you gotta make this a few different times before you even come close to perfecting it, right?
Yeah, definitely. It's the first
How's
couple
that?
times you might tear them.
Yeah.
You might overstuff them, but you know what? They're pretty forgiving. Definitely want to have toothpicks handy.
Toothpicks, all right.
Yeah, because it'll kind of help you keep them from tearing apart on you. I'm sure my mom would probably give me shit for doing this. She'll watch this and make fun of me later.
All right, let me try. I can cook 1,000 meals, but as soon as I get around a professional, I feel like a little kid. I'm all nervous.
You just got to drink more beer, man.
All right.
So that's not bad.
Look at how much better his looks than mine. Obviously, you've been in the game 24 years. All right, what's our move?
So the next thing, you just want to dredge them with a little bit of flour, and that helps like stick that batter to it. Otherwise, it's just going to kind of fall off.
Okay.
Just be gentle with these guys. Shake off any excess. So use that batter that we made.
Yep.
I just kind of get in there, just use my hands, get over the top.
I'm not gonna lie, I have zero confidence in mine. All right, so now what's our next step here?
So the next step is to take them and drop in the fryer. Obviously at home you don't have a fryer like this. Some people have those little fry daddies, that'll work. Or you can use a saute pan with about 1 inch of oil. You just drop it in there, just be gentle with it. Definitely want to be very careful when you place them in there. And then they just kind of float right there like a little boat. You really just want to crisp up that batter. You know, the meat's obviously already cooked in there. Melt that cheese down, get that nice crisp texture on the outside.
If we're at home making this, what's our cost on this roughly?
Most people have cheese already in the refrigerator. You can use any cheese. The chili peppers you're probably gonna have to pick up, but out here you get them for like £1 for $1. Ground beef's like $3, and chorizo is like $2 a pound. It's definitely, you can make this meal for 4 people, probably under $20.
That's 4 people under 20 bucks. All right, guys, 2 minutes. Boom.
So let those sit for a minute because they're scorching hot.
What's harder to fight off as a chef coming up? Honeys coming at you or carbs?
They kind of go hand in hand, man.
My girlfriend, I have a lazy eye in the stomach. My girlfriend, she loves to eat my food, you know?
So I'm gonna do some veggies real quick and a quick little pan sauce.
All right, so we got a veggie side, little squash and zucchini.
We'll do a little bit of garlic in there. Always salt and pepper on everything.
Oh, coming in with that butter, love.
Butter, always gotta throw some butter in there.
I love how honest Anthony Bourdain would be about that butter, you know?
He always said copious amounts of butter everywhere.
Yes.
And that's one thing. We love butter. It makes everything better, man. Get that nice color on the bottom of that. See that the onions and the garlic kind of caramelize a little bit. So just the last thing I like to do, this is pretty much ready to go. I just top it just with a little bit of cheese in there, just to make it nice and healthy. And just let that sit. Next thing, we're gonna make the sauce. Again, red onions. I like them to brown up a little bit. A little bit of garlic. Again, some of the corn. And just real simple, you hit it with some heavy cream.
How long to reduce down that heavy cream?
If you have a nice hot pan like this, it'll take about a minute. So once it starts bubbling like this, I'm just gonna hit it with the cheese, and that's good to go.
Okay, time to plate it up.
All right, look at that. That'll go in the center. That'll be our base. So yeah, just hitting the rim with a little bit of that sauce we made. You can see it's nice and cheesy. And the nice thing about this, you can put the ugly one on the bottom.
Yeah, put the ugly one on the bottom.
There you go. Some little radishes, just for some color. A little cilantro.
Honeys love color.
That's right.
I feel like we might have the same dad.
A little cilantro on there. That's it, man.
Order up, Chile Rellenos for that ass. Let's go. If this gets cold, you're fired. I'm super excited to try this,
too.
Chef Tony. Let's go have a seat and beat this up.
Right on. I got the forks.
Well, I got to jump into this.
Let's dig in, man.
This looks too good. You just really can't fuck with that flavor of the poblano chili. I mean, it's really unfuckwittable. This is amazing, but I'm out of a beverage, so I think we have to go over here and maybe brew our own little beverage.
There you go, man.
Chef Tony, you are the man.
All right, brother.
Thanks for your time.
Thanks for your help, man.
Thanks for sharing this awesome new dish with us.
Enjoy.
Audio Jungle.